Good morning, everyone. I'm Chang from Hobo Adventure. Welcome back to my channel.
I'm Dan from Vagabond Awake.
It's early morning right now, huh? We look like just wake up.
7:30. It's when it's quiet and near the water. It's a beautiful time of day to do it.
Today we want to share our travel costs in Bulgaria. We travel in Bulgaria in two cities, which is
Varna and Sofia.
Yes.
And I've been to 73 countries. I left the United States 17 years ago. I visit once in a while, but I've lived outside the US for the last 17 years.
I'm traveling with them for 7 years together, and I've been to 48 countries.
So we spent 15 days in Bulgaria. We split that between the two cities, Sofia and Varna, and our rent turned out to be $550. And you're probably wondering why we only spent 15 days. It's because I've already been all through Eastern Europe before, and I know which cities I love. So it was a little different than a typical exploratory visit. We were really in Eastern Europe to gather data about each of these cities, current data with our feet on the ground to share with you. But I already could write a dissertation on which of these cities I already loved. I've already spent time in all of these places. So
that's why we choose Sofia and Varna, because these two places is your favorite place in the Bulgaria.
That's right.
Yeah, and so when we arrived in Bulgaria, it's after Turkey, Georgia, and Armenia. So we arrived in Bulgaria, and I love the apartment so much.
Yeah, it was one of the best equipped apartments that we've ever stayed in, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it was right in the center part of the city. It was just 2 blocks from the Lidl grocery store.
True.
Which is like the water in the desert. Is that what you said?
You found the water in the desert.
Yeah.
And also that because we are in the city center, so we just walk around the Sofia.
Yeah.
We haven't taken any buses or anything.
Yeah.
And the neighborhood is so charming. They have a local grocery store, the local store, and also they have a lighter as well.
Yeah, and they had a night markets and the little piazzas or whatever they're called there.
So we just walk around the Sofia, in the evening time, and also in Varna as well.
Yeah, and by the way, everything we're talking about is on the report for Sofia and Varna. If you just Google the words Vagabond Buddha Sofia, Sofia, or Vagabond Buddha Varna, Varna, you'll get the full report there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think about Varna?
Varna. So Varna's the beach city. It's on the Black Sea, and it's a very charming beachside town. Atypical or not typical of most beachside towns. It's the architecture there is pretty refined. It's a beautiful, charming city to walk around. Beautiful, tall trees and walking streets without cars, and it has a park right along the beach. It's just really beautiful. And then between that park and the sand are a bunch of daytime restaurants that turn into nightlife at night. It's really just a fun little place to live.
Yeah. The next one we want to talk is the SIM card. The SIM card is $5 for 30 days. And we are using the A1 SIM card. We didn't use the eSIM like other people say, because that for me, and is that if anything happen, I have a local number that I can call my neighbor, my friend in Bulgaria, for emergency use. That's why we always give the price of the SIM card.
And we'd like to give tips on every video that maybe we haven't said before. And one of the tips Chang was talking about is before you go to a country, Google something like, what is the 911 phone number in Bulgaria? And you'll find out what it is for each country you go to. In many parts of Europe, it's 211, but Google it before you go. And that way, when you have your local SIM card instead of an eSIM card and something happens, car runs over your foot or whatever, you dial 211 and they'll have someone there that'll speak English for you to send out an ambulance.
Yeah, but I like to plan for everything, but we never use any number to call anyone. Okay.
That's why we like local SIM though.
Yeah.
Some of the eSIMs have that, but they're even more expensive.
The next expenses we spend is a bus. The bus is from Sofia to Varna. About like 3-hour buses. Is $37 for 2 people.
Yeah. And it was a beautiful bus, wasn't it?
It's a beautiful bus ride.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We like traveling on the land when we're in a country. We're slow traveling Eastern Europe, or fast traveling in this case, but we like to travel on land because you actually see the country. It's close anyway. You wouldn't fly between those two cities. You would maybe rent a car or whatever, but we just take the local buses and we get to see the country.
The next one is a taxi. Taxi and local bus. Okay, we use local bus in Varna.
You mean like city buses to get around?
Yeah, city buses to get around.
Right.
It's $34. And we use a taxi app also in the Bulgaria. We use the Yellow Taxi and TaxiMe.
And in Varna, we use Triumph Taxi.
And in Varna, we also use a local taxi before we have the app. The taxi is nice. It's never like gouging us about the pricing.
No, they use meters.
Yeah, use meter.
Yeah, so you probably could just, if you're not interested in apps, it looks like in Bulgaria you can just flag a taxi down.
Yes.
And they'll use the meters. So
yeah,
it's kind of nice.
It's very nice experience for that.
So we talked about Varna. Why do I love Sofia so much? First of all, it's the capital city. There's more variety of different kinds of foods from around the world. It has some of the most amazing architecture in the country. It has a beautiful, more shopping and a little bit more extensive nightlife. And it has a very funk chic area, which you'll find on the Retired Chief report. It's the area where we stayed, and it has, I don't know, it's just very walkable and beautiful, and it's kind of walking streets where you're just walking along and you just like see a beautiful cafe or a restaurant, and you just fun walking and looking at the city. And also we did a pub crawl there, and it was quite fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's quite fun. We will talk about the price in the next one, because not everyone want to go for pub crawl.
Of course.
The next one is a restaurant. So in Sofia and Varna, we spend about $145. And in Sofia, they have a good restaurant that me and Dan can go to eat. I love the restaurants very much. We went for 7 restaurants and then another 7 bar with a cafe. That's a lot of all the places that we went in Sofia.
Yeah, I got to get that data for you guys though.
Yeah, and also the meal starting in Sofia is about $8 to $12. We eat I eat the local dish, the minced beef, and then with a salad. And then also have the cottage salad, the pink tomato. Yeah, it's a very nice food. And also we went for the soup restaurant. The soup restaurant that they have different kinds of soup for vegetarian and also for meat people. You want chicken soup or whatever. So the price is starting from $3.5.
Yeah, and you're full after one bowl. Imagine that. It's so good.
Yeah.
And the Mexican food there's a Mexican restaurant like in a little hole in the wall that served just amazing Mexican food, which is hard to find outside of the US.
They won the street food in the prize.
And they deserved it.
Yeah, it's very, very delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also the pizza, about Italian pizza we went to eat also is a very nice, about $7. I enjoy the restaurant in Sofia.
Yeah, I love the diversity of it, of the foods and the neighborhoods, and it all walkable. It's charming as it was on my last visit, I think like 10 years ago. Just a lovely.
The next one is in Varna. In Varna is different. The prices is a little bit cheaper because we found a local buffet kind of restaurants. It's lovely. They have like local food, the hot dog sauces, and then they have rice with mushroom, and also they have salad, and soup.
Lentil soup.
Yeah, it's so delicious. Each serving, each meal of that is about $2 to $4.
Yeah, so we each had a couple different things, and it came out to about $5 each for our lunch.
Yeah. And I enjoyed that so much. And also we went for, a little bit like fine dining kind of the restaurant as well.
Yeah.
And it turned out also it's very delicious.
Yeah, and it was, how much was it? Like $12 or something?
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's a little bit more. Yeah.
Yeah, a little more, almost double the local food.
It's, I think, triple.
Yeah. So when again, we love to try the local food. That's the point. Because that's really what a country's about. They know how to make their own food best.
And also one thing in the Bulgaria, they have a nice vegetarian and meat eater food. We went to the sandwich shop in the Varna after our nightlife, the clubbing. Yeah. And you have a very nice sandwich and you love it. I have a very nice burger. I also love it. So we enjoy a lot of food in Bulgaria.
So one thing we love about Bulgaria, they have the Lidl grocery store, which to us is a big deal.
Yeah.
Because it's discount international foods.
They have like good selection.
And a great selection, yeah. You're talking like sauces without sugar and nuts and cheeses and wine, and it's everything there that, you know, the little treats that you want to buy, and it's all pretty, it's priced right.
Yeah, and I you know what, because we are travel after Turkey, Georgia and Armenia, and when we found the Lidl, it's like I found the water in the desert. And I started drinking my wine the day one in the Bulgaria, because they have a good selection on the wine and it's cheap. It's like maybe like $3, you know, the minimum price. You know,
and it's good wine. It's European wine. Yeah. And we spent $314 in Lidl grocery stores while we were in Bulgaria, and that was amazing price for all the great stuff we got.
Yeah, I love the selection of the salad that I can buy the packing and don't need to wash. You know, I can have a very nice salad over there. The next one is a snack. It's like a cafe. We went for coffee, cake, this, you know. I love the sweet as well. It's $14. Yeah. So the total is $1,099 for 2 persons. Yeah. 15 days in Sofia and Varna.
Yeah, we split the 15 days between the two. I don't know how you split a day though, 7.5 days each.
No.
and that turns out to be $73 per day for 2 people. And so that's great.
Yeah.
So that's our basic cost of living, and but now we have some other things that you may or may not buy. And in our grocery bill, we didn't include the alcohol.
We spent $125 in alcohol, including a restaurant. I drinking wine and beer as well.
Yeah.
And also popcorn, the extra beer, and I bought the beer from the supermarket and come home. So alcohol is everything.
For 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks.
Yeah. And so that's something you may or may not buy.
For the popcorn, we spend about $20 per person for that, and also some like a ticket for the churches and what. It's not actually you visit the church in Bulgaria, you don't need to pay money, but I will be donate for them some donation. So total all is about $44. Popcorn is a fun thing to do. In Sofia that we do it. I suggest if you like to meet new people, you should try it, because age is not a limitation. We see like different age over there. Even the age like dance, they have some like 60 years old.
Yeah, there was a guy probably he was probably a couple of years older than me.
He with the group, the women, you know, like, so they're also enjoying the popcorn over there. Yeah. And the value on this popcorn is very good, because they have come with a beer and a wine, and you know, it's a very valuable popcorn. So I really suggest if you
and it's fun to just walk around and chat with people at night when you're getting to know a city, and also see the cool places to go, because often pub crawls do that.
And this whole thing is add on to $1,268.
Yeah, so she's added the basic cost now, and the wine and beer, and the pub crawl and the church. Now that we've added that, it's $85 a day for 2 people. So that's your daily rate. But finally, we just want to talk about other things we spent there. They're personal items. You may or may not spend them, but just to give you an idea of what what other things we spent money on.
Mm-hmm.
We each got a pair of new tennis shoes.
New tennis shoes. I got some clothes. Then also got some clothes, and I bought some like face cream, face oil. You know.
Yeah, cosmetic stuff.
Yeah, I think I bought a lot. Like every city, I will be trying the new stuff for the face cream thing in that city. You know.
Yeah. Well, your go-to ones are not always in every place, so you have to diversify a little bit.
Yeah.
But all those personal items were $217. Mm-hmm. So if you add all that up, it's $1,485 for 2 weeks for 2 people, which is $99 a day for 2 people.
Yeah. So if you want to know more about Bulgaria, Sofia and Varna, check out my playlist here or here. You will see everything over there. My popcorn, apartment tour, lighter, this and that. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
The sun is out. It's time for a run.
Okay.